Hi, welcome back to Manohar Academy. In this lesson, we are going to learn about overriding methods. Whenever we create a subclass from a superclass, we inherit the behavior from the superclass. That we have already seen that. And in subclass, sometimes we might want a different behavior than what is inherited. To achieve this, we can override the method that is being inherited. Okay, that is what we mean when we say overriding methods. We are going to see that in the IDE. Also, after overriding the method, if we want, we can call the overridden method that is present in the superclass. So let's go ahead and see that in the IDE. Okay, here I have minimized the number of fields in each class. For example, person, previously it used to have many other fields, but now we know about inheritance. I just reduced it to one field, that is first name. So we are setting and getting the first name. In the student also, we are extending the person. So the student is going to have the first name. We just added admission number as we already did. In employee class, I removed the salary. Just I am adding employee number. So person has a name, student inherited name and he has admission number, employee inherited name and he has employee number. So in the test class, I am creating a person object, I am setting his name. I can't do anything else. In the student object, I am setting the name and admission number. In the employee object, I am setting the name and employee number. Now let me run this program to print the student, the person and the employee. So if you see here, the output, okay, we printed the person object, student object and employee object, but this is not what we want. Let's say when I am printing a person, I want to print my name is so and so. Okay, let's go to person. We know what to do whenever we are printing an object. We want to use the toString method which returns a string object. Okay, here I want to return hi, my name is. Okay, so now I created a method called toString which will be called whenever we are printing the object. So because the person has this toString method, it will be inherited by student as well as employee. So when we are printing the student, we will print his name. When we are printing employee, that time also we are going to print the person name. So let's check that. Okay, good. By creating the toString method in the person, we got the behavior in person, student and employee. But let's say when we are printing the student, we don't want his name. We want a message that says, hi, I am a student with admission number so and so. So to do that, I can override the method that I have inherited. Okay, so what is the method that I have inherited? Public string toString. So this is the method I am overriding, or I am modifying the behavior that I inherited. So what I want, I am a student with admission number okay. So now because I have overridden the student class, the toString method, the student will be printed differently now. But employee, he is still inheriting the toString method from the person. So here I can clearly see that when I am printing person, the method that we have defined is called, when we are printing the student, the overridden method or the modified behavior is present, and in case of employee, the inherited behavior is present. So let's go to employee and let's modify here also. So here also we are going to override the behavior that we have inherited. So again, public string toString I am an employee with employee number Okay, let's run it again. Okay, so the person says my name is so and so. The student says I'm a student with admission number, and the employee says I'm an employee with so and so number. Okay, here we are clearly saying we are overriding so and so method, or we are overriding so and so behavior that we have inherited. We want to tag it to make sure we are giving the right name or the right signature for the method. For example, if I try to give a wrong name or do some spelling mistake like toString, so here we are the override annotation. This is called annotation. Okay, so we are marking the method with the annotation or that override. So it says you are not overriding anything. Method does not override or implement a method from the super type because it is not there in the superclass, and we are not overriding what is inherited. We are not doing that. So whenever you are modifying the behavior by overriding, make sure you tag it with the override annotation. So it will make sure the signature is exactly same. If you see the signature here, the toString is same as what we have here. Okay, now we know that in the student and in the employee, the overridden method or this particular method is called. Whatever is inherited, that is not called. But because I have inherited that public method, or because the public method is accessible, I can still call that method. I can't simply say toString because when I call this particular method, so as you know this is a method, it is going to call itself because in this particular scope, this is the method that has the same name as whatever we are calling. So for that, see here we can see that the method toString may recurse or recursively call itself. So what we need to do is we want to call super means superclass or superclass toString method. So we are not, when we say super.toString, we are not calling this particular method, but the method in the superclass, that is in the person class, whatever is here, we are calling that. So let's see that. We did that for employee, right? We did not do that for student. So now let's run it and see what is the difference. So for this person, it is saying my name is Gandhi. For the student, it is saying my student number. So there is no change here. But coming to employee, previously it used to say I am an employee with employee number 100. But before that, we called the superclass toString method or the person's toString method. So it is printing that as well. So in the student class also I can do that. So now if I run this, it says hi, my name is Gandhi. That is a method that we defined. In the student, first it is calling the inherited method from the superclass, then it is executing its own method, its own code. Similarly, in the employee also, it is calling the super method, then it is printing whatever output it wants. So this is the way we override methods, and we can also call the overridden method. That is nothing but the method that is inherited from the superclass. That is all from this lesson. In this lesson, we learned how to override methods to change the behavior that is inherited from the superclass. Also, after overriding, how to call the overridden method from the superclass. So these are the two objectives for this particular lesson, and I hope you learned on how to override method and how to call the overridden method from the superclass. Last but not least, if you are benefited from this video, please like it and share it with your friends so that they can also watch, they can also learn. Also, please subscribe to my channel so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get the alerts. That is all from this lesson. See you in the next lesson. Thank you.